Today's matchup has the 26-11 Elizabethtown Panthers taking on the 24-9 Central Hardin Bruins. This is the third meeting of these teams, and I would not be surprised if we don't have a fourth meeting next week at the region tournament. These two teams played each other twice during the regular season. On April 2nd, Elizabethtown came out on top 3-2, and then the rematch on April 26th, Central Hardin was able to take a 5-run victory, 8-3 over Elizabethtown. Go down the lineups first for the visitors on the scoreboard. Elizabethtown, Ryder Gregory will lead off. He's followed by Jordan Price. Grayson Hayner will hit third. Bryce Estes hits fourth. Hitting fifth will be Austin Jennings. He's followed by Carter Moberly. Hitting seventh is Jake Williams. The designated hitter tonight, hitting eighth, Hendricks Thomas. And rounding out the Panther lineup will be Luke Presta. Defensively for Central Hardin in the outfield, Sander Lucas in left field, Mason Gardner in center field, Kellen Brandenburg in right field. Around the infield, Lucas Lee will be at third base, Ryan Bibb at shortstop, Lucas Thompson has second, and first base is Zach Spurrier. The battery today for the Bruins behind the dish, it'll be Michael Kirkpatrick. And on the mound today, Caden Alvey. Alvey comes in with a 4-3 record, 2.71 ERA, has 35 strikeouts to just 9 walks on the season. Again, both of these teams will move on to next week's 5th region tournament. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools Live Channel 1 programming, sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Blue Ribbon Renovations, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Ryder Gregory now comes to the plate. Comes in with a .327 average on the season. Last night, Gregory was 0 for 2 officially. A couple of ground outs, reached on a walk, and was hit by a pitch. First pitch from Alvey's in there for a strike. Defense playing at regular position, first and third, even with the bags. That one's low. One and one the count. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Gregory chased that one out of the strike zone. That's going to bring up the second baseman, Jordan Price. Going to hitting .330 on the year. Yesterday he was 2 for 3, had 3 runs scored and an RBI. Alvey does not waste time on the mound. Gets the ball back and is ready to go. That one in for a strike. That one fouled off. 0-2 now the count. And back-to-back strikeouts for Caden Alvey. And Price chased that one out of the strike zone as well. That's going to bring up Grayson Hayner. Hayner hitting .435 on the year. Swings at that one. Fouls it off. Last night, Hayner was 1 for 3 with a RBI and a run scored. 0-1 the count. That's fouled out of play, 0-2. Fouls that one off. That's going to be hit towards right field. That'll drop in for a single, possibly a double. Hayner running around. Brandenburg going to wind up and throw it. Sliding in safely with a double. Grayson Hayner and went with the pitch as Alvey had thrown that one to the outside corner. Didn't get a lot on it, but got enough to get it over Zach Spurrier's head and a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Bryce Estes, the catcher, now comes to the plate, hitting .407 coming into today's ball game. He was 1 for 3 last night, had a 3 RBI double and a run scored. At the time, E-Town was scoring 4 runs in that 4th inning last night. Hayner's got a pretty big lead out at second base. Outside. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. We hit towards center field. Coming in on it is Gardner. Makes the catch for the 3rd out. So there were no runs on 1 hit, 1 runner left on base, and no Central Hardin errors as we head to the bottom of the 1st. Our score is 0-0 between the Bruins and the Panthers. This is a Hardin County Educational Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Blue Ribbon Renovations, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Lineup today for the Bruins of Central Hardin. Lucas Lee lead off. He'll be followed by Lucas Thompson. Ryan Bibb hits 3rd. Hitting cleanup is Kellen Brandenburg. Zach Spurrier will hit 5th. Mason Gardner will hit 6th. Hitting 7th is Sander Lucas. Hitting 8th will be Christian Pinson. And rounding out the catcher, Michael Kirkpatrick will hit 9th. Defensively for the Panthers, in the outfield, Grayson Hayner's in left, Ryder Gregory in center field, and Carter Moberly in right. Around the infield, Jake Williams will be at 3rd, Luke Presta at short, Jordan Price at second base, and Reed Sherrard at first base. And the battery today for the Panthers, Bryce Estes behind the dish, and on the bump is Hendricks Thomas. Thomas comes in with a 4-3 record, 2.07 ERA. He has 57 strikeouts to 17 walks. Well, on the original roster I was looking at, it was Hendricks Thomas. It's actually going to be Austin Jennings pitching today. Sorry for that. Jennings on the mound. Has a 6-2 record with a 1.88 ERA. He has 44 strikeouts to just 21 walks on the season. He's thrown 44 2/3 of an inning. So now it'll be Lucas Lee, Lucas Thompson, and Ryan Bibb. Lee comes to the plate, hitting .348 on the year. Yesterday in the 15-0 game against Fort Knox, was 2 for 3, had an RBI, 2 runs scored, and a stolen base. That one outside. And then watching those warm-up pitches, Jennings was losing the ball into that right-handed batter's box a lot, losing it to the arm side. That one comes high, 2-0 now the count. That one down, 3-0. Reminder, on Monday we'll start the 17th District Softball Tournament from North Hardin. 4-5 game will be Monday night at 5:30. Tuesday it'll be the semis, 5:30 and 7:30. And ball 4, 4-pitch walk. Sends Lucas Lee down to first. The championship game of the 17th District Softball Tournament will be played on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Lucas Thompson makes his way to the batter's box. He's hitting .345 on the season. He is a switch hitter. Throw over. Lee jumps back in. He's got a good lead at first. He shuffles a little bit back. That one gets away from Estes, and Lee moves up on the wild pitch. So runner in scoring position with no outs. It's in there for a strike. 1-1 the count. Jennings steps off. That one outside. 2-1 now the count. Swing and a miss. That'll even it up at 2-2. So we hit out towards left center field. Moving over is Hayner. He'll make the catch. Lee goes back to first. So with one out, runner at second base. That's going to bring up the shortstop, Ryan Bibb. Bibb hitting .462 on the season. He was 2 for 2 yesterday in the ball game. 3 RBIs and a couple of runs scored. So we hit hard towards center field. Gregory going back on it, still going back. It's up at the base of the fence. And it'll be an RBI double as Ryan Bibb slides into second. Lucas Lee crosses home plate. The first run of the day. It doesn't get any easier for Mr. Jennings as Kellen Brandenburg now comes to the plate. Brandenburg comes into today hitting .394 on the year. It was 1 for 3 yesterday with an RBI single and 2 runs scored. Curveball in there for a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count. We hit just foul down the first base line. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. This will be hit out towards right field. Moberly moving over. It's going to get over his head. Hits the fence. Brandenburg rounds second. Cruises in a stand-up RBI double. Back-to-back RBI doubles by the Bruins. And they take a 2-0 lead. And again, it doesn't get easier. Zach Spurrier now coming to the plate. Spurrier hitting .374 on the season. He had a towering home run yesterday to dead center field. He was 1 for 2 on the day yesterday with a stolen base, 3 RBIs, and a couple of runs scored. As Chase Greenwell comes out to talk to Jennings. And on the hits, Jennings hasn't had bad pitches. Only a couple of them have been left over the middle, but Central Hardin doing a really good job kind of going with the ball as 2 of their hits have gone to right field. The placement of Bibbs' hit to center, or a little more left center, just kind of in the perfect spot between Gregory and Hayner. But nothing's been hit really, really hard. They've hit it really, really well, though, where the pitch has been pitched at. Not trying to be super aggressive at the plate. That one in there for a strike. Spurrier has 6 home runs, and the wind that was here yesterday during the Central Hardin Fort Knox game is back again, blowing hard straight to right field. I think we saw it there on Brandenburg's hit as it kept just tailing away from Moberly as he was chasing after it and hit about halfway up on the fence. Swing and a miss, strike 3. No, 2 outs. Runner at second base, and we're going to come up to Mason Gardner. Gardner 1 for 1 yesterday with a towering home run. It landed in the parking lot in right field. Again, a little wind aided, but still tattooed the ball, and it bounced one time, and it was into the track that is in the distance here at right field at John Hardin. Brandenburg at second. That one's going to be fouled out of play. 0-1 the count. Strike on the outside corner. There's strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts after giving up 2 runs on 2 hits. 1 man left on base and no Elizabethtown errors. After 1 complete, our score, Central Hardin 2, Elizabethtown 0. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television Student Production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Blue Ribbon Renovations, offering 0% interest and no payments for 12 months on most home improvement projects. To explore your options, call 270-763-3186. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrapping metal and recycling. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned family-run pest control company that's been serving the surrounding area since 1976. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank, with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. As we head to the top of the second inning, it'll be 5, 6, 7 in the Panther lineup. Austin Jennings, Carter Moberly, and Jake Williams. Caden Alvey on the mound still for the Bruins.
Coming to the plate, number 33, Jennings. The batter, Jennings.
Jennings comes in with a .341 average. That one was outside. Jennings was 0 for 3 last night. He did reach on a walk and had a run scored. Swing and a miss there. Good change of speed from Alvey that time. Got Jennings way out in front of that curveball. It goes outside. 2-1 now the count. Swing and a miss. Evens it up at 2-2. And now we'll go full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That one fouled straight back. Count will remain 3 balls and 2 strikes. This one comes back off the roof of the press box. Curveball got him. 3rd strikeout of the day for Alvey. That's going to bring up Carter Moberly. Moberly, 295 on the year. He was 2 for 4 yesterday with a pair of RBIs and a run scored. Foul straight back, 0-1. Swing and a miss, high fastball again. Moberly chokes up a little on the bat. Swings after that one. Kirkpatrick's going to have to send it down to Spurrier. 4th strikeout of the day for Alvey. That's going to bring up Jake Williams. Williams comes in hitting .242 on the season. He was 1 for 4 yesterday with an RBI single. Will be hit out towards Bibb at shortstop. Doesn't play it well. Hurries it across, not in time. And Bibb, it looked like it hit right on the edge where the grass and the dirt meet. Took a little bit of a crazy high flatter hop. Not able to gather it in. Strong throw, but not good enough to get Williams, so he will reach on the air. So with 2 outs, runner at first, we get to the designated hitter. Hendricks Thomas comes in hitting .229 on the year. Ooh, that one almost got him in the ear hole. 1-0. That's in there for a strike. Here early on, Alvey able to work inside and outside. He's done a good job of changing the speed of the pitches. Haven't seen really a changeup or a slider from it. It's been fastball, curveball. There's a fastball that blows by Thomas. 1-2 now the count. There's a swing and a miss. Throw down. And that'll do it. He strikes out the side. There were no runs on no hits. 1 runner left on base and 1 Central Hardin error. So we head to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Central Hardin on top, 2-0 over Elizabethtown. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results, with locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, and South Louisville. Blue Ribbon Renovations, offering 0% interest and no payments for 12 months on windows, doors, fences, roofs, decks, siding, and much, much more. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff. Located in Elizabethtown on 31W, just south of exit 91, off of Interstate 65. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned family-run pest control company that's been serving the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. Whatever your pest control issues are, their team has the knowledge, skill, and training to safely and effectively eliminate the problem. And West Point Bank, with offices in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. The bottom of the second inning for Central Hardin. It'll be 7-8-9 in the Bruin lineup. Sander Lucas, Christian Pinson, and Michael Kirkpatrick. And Jennings will remain on the hill for the Panthers.
Number 17, Lucas. The batter, Lucas.
It's in there for a strike. 0-1. Oh, 2 now the count. That one stays too far outside. It's a good sweeping curveball. 1-2 now the count. That one right back up the middle. Swung at it. It was out of the zone, but rips a single into center field. No outs, runner at first. Christian Pinson, the designated hitter, now to the plate. That's on 407 on the season. Yesterday was 2 for 3. Got a double and 2 runs scored. Actually, he was 1 for 2 on the day with the run scored. Gardner came in for him, and Gardner hit the home run. Safe lead at first by Lee. That pitch goes over the head of Pinson. He had squared around as if he was going to bunt. And we fouled out of play. One and 1 the count. Lee takes off. Throw is going to be high. Gets away from Price. Lucas with the stolen base. And the pitch being inside, Pinson stayed right where he had to. He did not move at all, and that shortened Estes' ability to throw as the pitch had taken him inside, then trying to square back up and throw down the second. Throw goes in just a little high. That's in there for a strike. 2-2 now the count. One high and away. 3-2 now the count. Swing and a miss. That's the third strikeout of the day for Jennings. That's going to bring us to the catcher, Michael Kirkpatrick.
Number 24, Kirkpatrick. The batter, Kirkpatrick.
Kirkpatrick 301 on the year. He's 1 for 3 yesterday with a double and a run scored. That one will get away from Estes, and that's going to move Lee up to third. So with one out, a runner at third now for the Bruins. That's on the outside corner. Good pitch from Jennings. 1-1 the count. Kirkpatrick calls for time and steps out. Fouled straight back. 1-2 now the count. That one way outside. Swing and a miss. Out number 2. That's going to send us back to the top of the order to Lucas Lee. He walked in his first at-bat and scored the first run of the ball game.
Number 4, Lee. The batter, Lee.
That one catches the outside corner. High, evens it up at 1-1. It's going to be a hit and an RBI single for Lucas Lee. Takes it the other way and just basically split the difference between Williams and Presta.
Coming to the plate, number 9, Thompson.
So 3-0 now, the score for Central Hardin. Lucas Thompson now at the plate. Lucas flew out to left field as only at bat. That one fouled out of play. Jennings comes set. Average lead from Lee at first. That's in there for a strike. Strike zone is a little wider today than it was yesterday. 0-2. That one will get by, and Lee will move up to second. So the third or fourth time that Jennings has let loose of a wild pitch. That's fouled out of play. That one fouled out of play as well. It's going to be hit towards center field. Coming in is Gregory. Going to make the catch for the final out. There was one run on 2 hits, 1 runner left on base, and no Elizabethtown errors. Two complete. Central Hardin on top, 3-0 over Elizabethtown. We'll be right back with the 3rd inning of action.
Score after 2 complete innings. Central Hardin Bruins 3, Elizabethtown Panthers 0.
Welcome back to John Hardin High School for today's 17th District Baseball Championship game. Head to the top of the 3rd inning. It'll be 9-1-2 in the lineup for the Panthers. Luke Presta, Ryder Gregory, and Jordan Price. Caden Alvey remains on the mound for the Bruins. Presta comes in with a .274 average. Had a good game last night. It was 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Had a single and a double. Pitch was a ball, 1-0. That one high, 2-0. It's in there for a strike. 2-1. Three and one. That one pops out of the glove of Kirkpatrick. Presta will race down to first base. So no outs. That'll send us to the top of the order. Ryder Gregory. Gregory 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Big hole to the left side of the infield. Sorry, the right side of the infield. Thompson will play at double play depth. Spurrier holding on. Presta at first. I think they're going to talk about their bunt defense here. Lee, the third baseman, will stay in the grass. Throw over to first. That one down. 1-0. Gregory asks for time and gets it. That's going to be a base hit. It's going to squeak through into left field. So no outs. Runners at first and second for the Panthers. That's going to bring up Jordan Price. Price 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Came into the ballgame hitting .330. Squares around a bump, bunts it towards first base. A really, really good butt. Nobody covering, and it's going to be an infield single. And so a walk and back-to-back singles have the bases loaded for the Panthers. And that's going to bring up the best hitter in the Panther lineup, Grayson Hayner. Hayner 1 for 1 today with the double. Came in hitting 435. We're going to have a meeting on the mound. At the end of the ball game, we will have 3 players from the runner-up team and 4 players from the championship team named to the all-tournament team. They will join Larry McKnight from John Hardin, Joe Smith and Isaiah Morrison from Fort Knox, and Manny Wimberly and Jose Resto Santos from North Hardin. Again, Monday we will start the 17th District Softball Tournament. Opening round game between Fort Knox and John Hardin will be played at 5:30 Monday night. Semifinals, 5:30 on Tuesday, will be the winner from Monday taking on Central Hardin. 5:30 to 7:30 game will be North Hardin and Elizabethtown. And then the championship game on Wednesday at 6 o'clock. All those games being played at North Hardin. We will have them for you here on HCEC-TV all live. Hayner very aggressive on that curveball. Bases loaded, no outs. 0-1 now the count. Chase that one out of the zone. High in the air. Going out is Thompson. They call it off. It's going to land between everybody. And it ends up being an RBI single. And Coach Thompson might come out and ask if that was an infield fly. And it doesn't have to be. Nope, he's going to stay over there. The ball started like it was going to go to Spurrier at first, and it just kept tailing the wind, and we saw the wind effect yesterday. Hayner now 2 for 2. As Preston scores the first run for the Panthers. And with no outs, Bryce Estes comes to the plate. Estes 0 for 1 on the day with a fly out. Bases loaded. That's in there for a strike. 0-1. Chopper up the middle. Bibb gathers it in, gets the force out onto first in time. Double play, but it will bring in the second run as Gregory crosses home plate. Good play by Bibb. Knew he was going to take a hit, threw it off balance, but delivered a strike. So the 6U and the 6-3 put out. Estes does get the RBI. That's going to bring up Austin Jennings. Pitcher in today's game, he's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. So the runner at third is Jordan Price. That one's fouled out of play. Kirkpatrick asked for time that time. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count. So we popped up high in the air to center field. Gardner coming in. And it bounces out of his glove. And the E8 keeps the inning alive as Price ties it up from third. And just some uncommon, unforced errors by the Bruins here. Had a pop-up, kind of a tough play behind first base. But then that one there, sky high. And again, I really do believe the wind has something to do with that one. Gardner running in a long run to get to it. So like it hit deep in the pocket and pops out. So we're all tied at 3 apiece as Carter Moberly comes to the plate. Moberly 0 for 1 on the day. Now fouled straight back. In the dirt. 1-1 the count. Here's a strike on the outside corner. Swinging tip into the glove. That's a strikeout. And so ends the inning, but Elizabethtown, 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 Central Hardin error, and 1 runner left on base. As we head to the bottom of the third, we're all tied up at 3 apiece between Elizabethtown and Central Hardin. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Blue Ribbon Renovations, offering 0% interest and no payments for 12 months on most home improvement projects. To explore your options, call 763-3186. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrapping metal and recycling. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned family-run pest control company. It's been serving the surrounding area since 1976. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. So we head to the bottom of the third for the Bruins coming to the plate. It'll be 3-4-5 in the lineup. Ryan Bibb, Kellen Brandenburg, and Zach Spurrier, as Austin Jennings will be on the mound again for the Panthers. Ryan Bibb will make his way up. He has an RBI double and a run scored. Came in with a .462 average on the season. In the dirt, 1-0. That one well outside. 2-0 now the count. Hit down the line. It's going to get past Williams into the left field. Bibb rounds first. Going to put on the brakes there. But a single for Ryan Bibb to start off this third inning. That's going to bring up the right fielder, Kellen Brandenburg. Brandenburg had an RBI double. His last at bat, 1 for 1 on the day. With the deep shot to right field, hit against the fence. Over, whoo, they almost had Bibb like he was in the midst of either getting ready to take off or take another step. Kind of pause and then dives back in. A little safer lead this time. That pitch in there for a strike. That one in the dirt. Estes does a good job keeping it in front of him. That's when he hit right back up the middle towards center field. Gregory not going to be able to get to it. Back-to-back singles to start off this third inning for the Bruins, and they've got runners at first and second with no outs. Coming to the plate, Zach Spurrier. Spurrier 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Ball stayed down, 1-0 the count. Low as well. 2-0 the count to Spurrier. Swing and a miss on that one. 2-1. That one's going to be back up the middle. Caught by Presta. Not able to beat Bibb back to the bag. So line out. Runners all stay where they are. So with one out and runners at first and second, Mason Gardner comes to the plate. Gardner hitting .233 on the season, 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Swing and a miss on that one. Foul straight back. Todd Thompson coming down to talk to the home plate umpire. Count 0-2 with one out. Runners at first and second. Bibb at second. Brandenburg at first. Jennings will step off. Strike 3 on the inside corner. And that's going to bring up Sander Lucas. Lucas 1 for 1 on the day as a stolen base and a run scored. That went right back up the middle just like he did last time. Bibb rounds third, and Gregory actually misplays it in center field, keeps it in front of him. Will go down as an error because Brandenburg stops at second. But Central Hardin back on top, 4-3 on the RBI single from Sander Lucas. So with 2 outs, runners at first and second. Christian Pinson now to the plate for Central Hardin. It's 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Swing and a miss. Slow curveball came in that time. Got him out in front. Usually after that pitch, they come back with a fastball. And did. Found that one off. 0-2 the count. One and two, and there's a strikeout. There was 1 run on 3 hits, 2 runners left on base, and no Elizabethtown errors. Through 3 complete, our score: Central Hardin 4, Elizabethtown 3. We'll be right back with the 4th inning of action.
After 3 complete innings, Elizabethtown Panthers 3, the Central Hardin Bruins 4.
Welcome back to John Hardin High School for today's 17th District Championship baseball game. As we get to the top of the 4th inning for Elizabethtown, it'll be 7, 8, 9 in the lineup. Jake Williams, Hendricks Thomas, and Luke Presta. Caden Alvey on the mound for the Bruins. Jake Williams, 0 for 1 on the day, reached on an error. Swing and a miss on that one. 0-1. Oh, and 2. Another hard fastball. Back-to-back fastballs. Strike 3. 3 pitches, all strikes. That's going to bring us to the designated hitter, Hendricks Thomas. Thomas 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Curveball fouled off down the third base line. He went on that one. 0-2 the count. Thomas asks for time, steps out. Stays off that high fastball. 1-2 the count. That one in the dirt. That'll be fouled off over near the third base dugout again. Coach Thompson 2 for 2 on the day fielding the foul balls. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's strike 3. So with 2 outs, we'll get to Luke Presta. Presta reached on a walk in his only at bat and came around to score the first run of the day for the Panthers. Comes into today hitting .274. Swing and a miss there, 0-1. That one low, 1-1. That's in there for a strike. 1-2 now the count. Whew. That one missed everybody. 2-2 the count. Strike 3, strikes out the side. That's the 9th strikeout of the ball game for Caden Alvey in just 4 innings. So we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Our score remains Central Hardin 4, Elizabethtown 3. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Blue Ribbon Renovation, offering 0% interest and no payments for 12 months on most home improvement projects. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company. It's been serving the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Due up in the 4th inning for the Bruins. It'll be 9-1-2 in the lineup. Michael Kirkpatrick, Lucas Lee, and Lucas Thompson. Austin Jennings remains on the mound for the Panthers. For those of you that asked, or wondered last night, in the last inning, Reed Sherrard was pitching. He comes out with just 1 out remaining in the ball game, and they brought in Hayden Willett. The reason was Sherrard was 1 pitch away from hitting his maximum allowed pitches. You're allowed 120 pitches. He was getting very close to it, so they went ahead and pulled him out before he would throw it. But that was the reason. It used to be number of innings pitched, and KHSAA changed that. So now it's a pitch count. So you cannot, in a ball game, have more than 120 pitches. Kirkpatrick now to the plate. That one outside, 1-0. Kirkpatrick 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Fouls that one straight back. 0-2 the count. Patrick was going to ask for time. Jennings had already started his warm-up, or his wind-up. Curve way outside. On high and tight. 3-1 now the count. Strike two. Patrick raised up like I thought he might not have agreed with it. Most catchers will agree with the umpire most times, just because you want to have a good working relationship. There's strike three.
Coming to the plate, number 4.
That's the 7th strikeout of the day for Austin Jennings, and that'll send us to the top of the order for the Bruins. Lucas Lee comes to the plate. Lee 1 for 1 on the day. Has an RBI and a run scored. And a single and is reached on a walk. Fastball away. That one outside. Oh no, catches the outside corner. 2-1 now the count. That one fouled back. That one actually goes off the umpire. Hit him in the shoulder. 2-2. That went in the dirt. We'll go full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That was ball 4. Estes didn't run back. Lee gonna hustle down.
Coming to the plate, number 9, Thompson. The batter, Thompson.
So Lucas Lee has gotten on all 3 times he's come to the plate, and that's going to bring up Lucas Thompson, the second baseman for the Bruins. 0 for 2 on the day with a couple of flyouts.
Fans, do not be deterred by any rain. We're prepared to drop the dome here at the Bulldog Stadium.
Good lead away. Oh, they had him leaning the wrong way. Ball thrown a little towards home plate side of first base. Sherrard didn't even attempt at a tag. Back out to another one. Acts like he's going to go. That one was a lot closer. Sherrard didn't quite sell it enough. Back down again. Not going to run. Bunt by Thompson. Jennings will field it. Quickly over to Sherrard in time. A sacrifice, and that's going to get Lucas Lee into scoring position. That's going to bring up Ryan Bibb. Bibb 2 for 2 on the day with a single, a double, has an RBI and 2 runs scored. One well outside. Estes does a good job to stop that. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Central on top 4-3. That's in there for a strike. Good curveball from Jennings. Curveball, this one we popped up in the air behind first base. Sherrard calls for it, makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. So there were no runs on no hits, 1 runner left on base, and no Elizabethtown errors. Through 4 complete, our score, Central Hardin 4, Elizabethtown 3. We'll be right back with the 5th inning of action.
No errors and 1 man left on base. After 2 complete innings, the Central Hardin Bruins 4, the Elizabethtown Panthers 3.
Welcome back to John Hardin High School. It's the 5th inning of the 17th District Baseball Championship game. Central Hardin has made a pitching change. Christian Pinson, who was the DH, will now head to the mound. He will take the spot of Caden Alvey. It's going to bring up Ryder Gregory for the Panthers. It'll be 1, 2, 3 in this 5th inning for the Panthers. Gregory 1 for 2 on the day. Has a single and a run scored. And you go from Alvey, who left-handed, a little bit more upright, to Pinson, who's going to be right-handed and throws sidearm. As we hit out towards center field, Gardner got a bad jump on it, not able to get to it. It's down. Gregory rounds first, and he'll end up at second base with a stand-up double. And that's going to now bring up Jordan Price. Price 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a run scored as well. And the clouds starting to move in here at John Hardin. Looking at all of the weather, we do not expect anything until right at 2 o'clock to be in the area as far as rain goes. Big hold to the right side as Thompson will play closer to the line. Good bunt down the line. Good job by Spurrier. Lets it go foul. That's going to send Gregory back to second base. That was a really good bunt attempt right down the line. Throw back to second. Gregory back in plenty of time. inside. 1-1 the count. Spurrier one step in on the grass. Swings away. This one will be hit out towards Bibb. Fields this one cleanly. Across the diamond, plenty of time for the first out of the inning. So with one out and a runner at second, Grayson Hayner now to the plate. Hayner 2 for 2 on the day as a single and a double. Swings and fouls that one straight back. That one fouled straight back as well. 0-2 the count. Going on it is Ryder Gregory. And a line drive. Spurrier catches it, flips it to Bibb, and they get out of the inning on the double play as Gregory is forced out at second. And so there were no runs on one hit, no runners left on base, and no Central Hardin errors. So as we head to the bottom of the fifth inning, there were no our score, Central Hardin 4, Elizabethtown 3. This is a Hardin County Educational Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Blue Ribbon Renovations, offering 0% interest and no payments for 12 months on most home improvement projects. What else? Auto and scrap metal recycling. A family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff for all your recycling needs. E-Town Exterminate is a locally owned family-run pest control company. It's been serving the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. And West Point Bank. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. So we head to the bottom of the fifth. It'll be 4-5-6 in the Bruin lineup. Kellen Brandenburg, Zach Spurrier, and Mason Gardner. Austin Jennings remains on the mound for the Panthers. So Kellen Brandenburg now to the plate. He's 2 for 2 on the day as a single, a double, and an RBI. Slow curve in there for a strike. That one stays low. 1-1. So we head out towards center field. Gregory takes a couple steps to his right, makes the catch. The first out of the inning. That's going to bring us to Zach Spurrier. Spurrier 0 for 2 on the day as a strikeout and a line out. That one outside. Looking on deck, we could have a pinch hitter coming up to the plate. That one fouled off. That one misses inside. Two and one the count. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now. That one well outside. Works it full, 3-2. There's ball four. Spurrier will try it down to first. Now we're going to have a pinch hitter. Chase Price will be coming to the plate for in the spot of Mason Gardner.
Coming to the plate, number 16, Price. The batter, Price.
Two outs. Sorry, just one out. Throw over to first. Spurrier back in time. Price on the season coming into today's ball game has no at-bats officially. And after one pitch, I think they're going to send Mason Gardner back up. So Price came in. And now I think it's Mason Gardner will come back up. Not sure what happened there.
Coming to the plate, number 22, Gardner. The batter, Gardner.
Gardner on the day 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Spurrier with a lead at first. Average lead. Strike on the outside corner. That one high. 1-1 now the count. That one inside. 2-1 now. We're going to have a timeout. Coach Greenwell going to come out and talk it over with Austin Jennings. Reminder, on Monday we will start the 17th District Softball Tournament. John Hardin and Fort Knox will square off at 5:30. The winner of that game will play Tuesday night at 5:30 against the Central Hardin Bruins. The other semifinal action on Tuesday night, it will be Elizabethtown and North Hardin. And the championship game at North Hardin will be played at 6 o'clock. And both of those teams will advance on to the region tournament, which will be held at LaRue County High School. The baseball 5th region tournament will be held at Hart County. If a 17th district team or teams makes it to the region final, we will cover that game on tape delay basis. So we get back to action here. Gardner's going to step back in. 2-1 the count. Spurrier at first. That one low, 3-1 now. That's on the inside part of the plate. So we'll go full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sometimes in these cases they will send a runner. Nope, not in this one. And there's ball 4. That was close to the exact same pitch. So back-to-back walks from Jennings. Now get runners at first and second with 1 out, and that'll bring up Sander Lucas. Lucas 2 for 2 on the day with a pair of singles. He has an RBI, a stolen base, and a run. Both of his base hits were hit back up the middle. His first at-bat was hit to the right side. His second at-bat to the left side of second base. There's right back up the middle again. Hits pressed in the chest. He's going to have to go across, and it's not going to be there. And so an error is going to load the bases up. And that might have been caused a little bit by Spurrier, as Spurrier took his time before taking off from second, was in the way of blocking the vision of Presta. Not sure that that's exactly what caused it, but Spurrier paused for just about a second before he took off towards third. And bounced up and got into Presta's chest. He's not able to get an out. So the pitcher, Christian Pinson, now to the plate. He's over 2 with a pair of strikeouts on the day. Corner infielders are in. 1 step on the grass. That one outside.
I'll wait for you to look at me. You guys need anything?
That one fouled straight back.
You need
2-1 now the count. That was going to be hit just over the head of Price. 1 run is in. They're waving around. 2 runs are going to come in. It gets past Moberly. Going up to third is Lucas. And an RBI single scores 2 runs. So Spurrier scores, Gardner scores, and Lucas gets over to third base. And so now it is a 6-3 lead for the Bruins. So that's going to be it for Austin Jennings. He comes back. We'll wait to see which Panther comes out of the dugout. Number 25 coming into the ball game. 25 is Ryder Gregory, I thought he said. Well, Gregory would be coming in. We'll wait and see who actually comes out of the dugout. 21 coming into the ball game. That'll be Hayden Willett. We saw him close out last night's game. His stats on the day. Willett 4-0 on the season, has 3 saves. Pitched in 26 2/3 innings, has a 1.58 ERA, 30 strikeouts to 8 walks on the year. Those left-handed. It's a very, very wide throwing motion. Creates a lot of spin on the ball. Ball does like to tail out of his hand. Due up next for the Bruins, it'll be Michael Kirkpatrick, the catcher. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. For Austin Jennings, he finishes the day giving up 6 runs, has 7 strikeouts in 4 1/3 innings, and he is still responsible for the runners at second and third. Now the umpires are going to have a meeting. I don't know if they're asking if Pinson missed first base or if a runner missed third base. But the umpires met together, turned around, and made the safe call. So the infield in, all on the grass. 6-3 the score. Kirkpatrick fouls that one off, 0-1. That'll be fouled off down the line. Jennings will remain in the game as the designated hitter. One and two the count. That one well outside. 2-2 as Kirkpatrick will step back in. Fouled straight back. One high and away. Runs it to 3-2. One out here, top of the fifth. Or sorry, bottom of the fifth. That one's high, and Kirkpatrick will reach on the walk. So the bases are loaded as we go back to the top of the order. And we will have a courtesy runner in for Kirkpatrick. That'll be Brady Goodman, who heads out to be the courtesy runner. So it'll be Sandra Lucas at third, Christian Pinson at second, and Brady Goodman at first. Actually, Pinson might be, oh, he is running for himself today. Lucas lead to the plate. He's 1 for 1. He's got reached on 2 walks and has a single. Reaches out and touches that one. Jennings will get the force out at home. So the bases stay loaded. And actually, Willett came in for Sherrard as Jennings moved from pitcher to so 2 outs, bases loaded. And now hitting from the right side is Lucas Thompson. That one in the dirt as to stops it. That one outside. 2-0 now the count. So Pinson at third. Brady Goodman at second. Lee at first. Swing and a miss by Thompson. 2-1 now the count. Fouls that one straight back. That'll even up the count at 2-2. Thompson reaches out, pops that one in the air behind first base. Price coming up. Moberly comes up. He'll make the catch for the third out, but not before a couple of runs to get across the board for the Bruins. There were 2 runs on 1 hit, 1 Elizabethtown error, and 3 men left on base. Through 5 complete. Central Hardin on top 6-3 over Elizabethtown. We'll be right back with the 6th inning of play.
Score after five complete innings. 3, the Central Hardin Bruins 6.
Welcome back to John Hardin High School for today's 17th District Baseball Championship game. So we head into the top of the 6th inning for Elizabethtown. It'll be 4, 5, 6 in the lineup. Bryce Estes, Austin Jennings, and Carter Moberly. Christian Pinson remains on the mound for the Bruins. Wind picking back up and blowing out toward right field. Sitting there for a strike. Now the sweepy curveball way outside. 2-1. Estes on the day. 0 for 2 is a flat and a ground out. We did have an RBI. Fouls that one straight back. 2-2 now the count. Going well outside. So we head out towards right field. Brandenburg's come into third. That is, I believe it's number 23 out there.
Number 33, Jennings. The batter, Jennings.
Cowley out in right field now. Austin Jennings now at the plate. Jennings 0 for 2 on the day. Did reach on an error. It's in there for a strike. 1-1 the count. That one fouled off over near the first base dugout. That one stays outside. 2-2 now the count. That one stays outside. We go full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Speaking out towards left center field, tailing back. It's going to get over the head of Lucas. Jennings rounds first. He's going to cruise into second base for the stand-up double. So with 1 out and a runner in scoring position, Carter Moberly comes to the plate. 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. And we're going to have a pinch runner, number 17 for E-Town. That is Nolan Hagman. Enters the game. He will run for Jennings. Oh, 0-1 the count. That one didn't come back across the plate. 1-1 now. High chopper on the infield. Thompson rushes in, gets it quickly over to Brandenburg for the out. That does advance. Hagman to third base. So with 2 outs and a runner at third, it's going to bring up the third baseman, Jake Williams. Williams 0 for 2. Has a strikeout and reached on an error. It's in there for a strike. 0-1. That one well outside. One and one. Well outside. 2-1. It's a strike. That one fouled out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Have some action down in the Central Hardin bullpen. Reaches out and touches. That one's going to be caught by Lucas Lee at third. And that will end the threat There were no runs on one hit, one runner left on base. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Score Central Hardin 6, Elizabethtown 3. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Blue Ribbon Renovations, offering 0% interest and no payments for 12 months on most home improvement projects. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company. It's been serving the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Jennings re-enters for Elizabethtown. And in the Central Hardin lineup, it'll be 3-4-5. Ryan Bibb, Kellen Brandenburg, and then the spot where Zach Spurrier was, but I believe it was drew a blank. Cowley had entered in for his position, Reese Cowley. Hayden Willett is Coach Thompson coming out and is trying to figure out. E-Town had made those substitutions with Willett and Jennings and Sherrard, making sure they had entered them incorrectly. So Ryan Bibb to the plate. Bibb 2 for 3 on the day. A single, a double, RBI, and a couple of runs scored. Gets this one down the line in left field, racing over is Hayner, not going to be able to get to it, cuts it off, and that's going to hold Bibb to a single. Bibb with his third hit of the day. That's going to bring up the first baseman, Kellen Brandenburg. Brandenburg 2 for 3 on the day. He also with a single and a double and has an RBI. Throw over to first. Bibb back in plenty of time. Slow curve gets in there. 0-1 the count. So we hit down the line. That's hooking foul. Get out of play. 0-2 the count. Snap throw down from Estes. Bibb back in time. That pitch was high and outside. 1-2 now the count. As we hit towards right center. Moberly there. Over his head. Second time today, Brandenburg's gone to right field and gotten a double. As that one bounced over the fence, so it's a ground rule double, which just means that Ryan Bibb, who just ran across home plate, will have to go back to third. So with no outs, 2 runners in scoring position, back-to-back base hits for the Bruins. That's going to bring up Zach Spurrier. E-Town infield going to come in. Swing and a miss on that one. Got away from Estes, but not very far. That stays outside. One and one the count. Swing and a miss there. Good fastball. 1-2 now. That one too far inside. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, no outs here. It's bottom of the 6th inning. Ryan Bibb at third, Kellen Brandenburg at second. Swing and a miss. Strikeout on Zach Spurrier. That's going to bring us to Mason Gardner. Gardner 1 for 3. A single and a run scored. In there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Surprised they don't check to see if he swung on that. It got real close. I'm going to say no. We'd like to thank Coach Mike McCune, the athletic director at John Hardin High School, and Kevin Oldham and his staff in running this tournament this week. We see some challenges faced by the weather and other things. That ball is going to be hit, just blooped out into left field. 1 run is in. Here comes the throw to the plate. Estes has him in time and tags out Brandenburg. Brandenburg hops up, barking because he got tagged high on the chest. Didn't feel he should have been tagged that hard. A good throw from the outfield. 1 run does score. It's a single for Gardner. He advances to second on the throw. Bibb scores. The 7th run of the day for the Bruins. And Brandenburg on the 7-2 put out for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Sander Lucas. Lucas 2 for 3 on the day. He's reached base on all 3 times. Has 2 singles and reached on an error. Also has an RBI, a stolen base. That one's going to be foul. And a run scored. Popped up near shortstop. Presta calling it. Hayner coming in. Presta will make it for the final out of the inning. There was 1 run on 3 hits, 1 runner left on base, and no Elizabethtown errors. Through 6 complete. Central Hardin on top, 7-3 over Elizabethtown. We'll be right back with the 7th inning of play. Welcome back to John Hardin High School for today's 17th District Baseball Championship game. E-Towns need to put 4 runs across the board to continue the game on. Zach Spurrier now entering the game for the Bruins to pitch. And that's now going to bring up Hendricks Thomas, the designated hitter for the Panthers. He'll be followed by Luke Preston, then back to the top of the order to Ryder Gregory. Thomas 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. That's in there for a strike. Spurrier has a really good fastball. Another good fastball in there. 0-2 now the count. Last year he threw a changeup. Really didn't work much with a curveball. Fastball and out towards Thompson at second base. Took a funny hop. He gathers it in and gets it over to Brandenburg for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up the shortstop, Luke Presta. That one too far inside. 1-0. That one outside. 2 balls and no strikes. And in there for a strike. Presta 0 for 1 on the day. Reached on a walk and scored a run. Also has a strikeout. There's strike number 2. 2-2 now the count. That one outside. Spurrier thought he had the strikeout. And there's strike 3 on the outside corner. Presta thought he had ball 4. So 2 outs. E-Town down to their last out of the ball game, and that's going to be Ryder Gregory strolling to the plate. Gregory 2 for 3 on the day. As a run scored, a single and a double. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now the count. That's a ball, 1-2. Two and two the count. That one stays outside. As we hit down the line, slicing, just foul. Come back, the count will remain 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that one in the dirt. And Gregory will down to first base with 2 outs. That's going to bring up Jordan Price. Price 1 for 3 on the day. He's got a single and a run scored. Also a strikeout and a ground out. there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Takes off, runs on this one, high pitch. Kirkpatrick's throw down. Safe. Good job by Gregory. Slid to the back half of the plate. It's a good throw by Kirkpatrick. Good catch by Thompson, just not in time. So with 2 outs, runner at second. Pitch was a ball, 1 strike now. He hit towards first base. Brandenburg picks it up. He'll take it on his own, and that will do it. As there were no runs on no hits, 1 runner left on base, and no Central Hardin errors. The Central Hardin Bruins, your 2022 17th District champions. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Blue Ribbon Renovations, offering 0% interest and no payments for 12 months on most home improvement projects. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff available for all your recycling needs. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company that's been serving the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. We will have the presentation of the all-tournament team coming up for both of these teams, and then we will have the presentation of the trophies for the district champion and the district runner-up.
Booster Club, who have worked tirelessly all season, and also this whole tournament to make this unique and special today. So to all those folks,
So for Elizabethtown, they dropped to 26-12 on the season. For the Bruins, they will improve to 25-9. Again, both of these teams will play in the region tournament next week in Hart County. And now we will have the presentation of our all-tournament team.
okay, our all-tournament team, first, the E-Town Panthers, it will be number 23, Jordan Price.
So Jordan Price, and he joins Larry McKnight from John Hardin, Joe Smith, and Isaiah Morrison from Fort Knox. Grayson Hayner from North Hardin. It's Manny Wimberly and Jose Resto Santos.
And number 28, Reed Sherrod.
And Sherrod, winning pitcher in last night's ball game. Now we'll have the all-tournament team members from Central Hardin.
Number 34, and excuse me, I don't have your first name, Beard. Number 44, Brandenburg.
So Ryan Bibb, Kellen Brandenburg.
Number 4, Lee.
Lucas Lee.
And last but not least, 42, Spurrier.
Zach Spurrier named to the all-tournament team. He ends up earning the save today.
Fine student athletes, a round of applause.
Now we will have the presentation of the district runner-up trophy.
And now, the runner-up trophy for the 2022-17 district runner-up goes to the E-Town Panthers.
The Elizabethtown Panthers. And now we'll have the presentation of the district championship trophy to the Central Hardin Bruins.
And our 2022-17 district winners go to the Central Hardin Bruins.
And so for us here at HCEC-TV, we will be back in 2 days on Monday. We will have all of the 17th district softball tournament held at North Hardin High School. Games on Monday night will be at 5:30. On Tuesday, we'll have 2 semifinals at 5:30 and 7:30. And the championship game will be Wednesday at 6 o'clock. For both Elizabethtown and Central Hardin, they do move on to the 5th Region Tournament. The draw will take place most likely tomorrow between all of the districts inside of the 5th Region, and we'll find out their schedule there. If either the Bruins or the Panthers make it to the 5th Region Championship game, we will be there to cover it on a tape delay basis. For all of our students that make our broadcast possible, I am Bobby Thompson saying so long and good night.